Alright guys, the last special that Yuri has is the demon flip. Well, I call it the demon flip because it functions a lot like Akuma's. It's a DP motion kicks, and like Akuma, you could do the fireball, uh, you could do a dive kick. It has a punch follow up, so it's easy. A lot of people compare it to Akuma's demon flip. So in this game, I'm also gotta call it demon flip because I'm not gonna call every single name in this video like by their Japanese names, because a lot of people who play KOF they don't go by the Japanese name. They just go by fireball DP. They don't say like Hien Shoha and stuff like that, or Horoku. Sorry for the pronunciation. But anyways, yeah. So her demon flip has a lot of properties, has a lot of things. So the light version is slower, but it's more vertical. The D version goes farther and it's faster. And let's see, the D version is what you mainly want to use because it allows you to do cross-up setups. Oops. Like that. Very ambiguous cross-ups. And her demon flip is the main reason why Yuri is such a powerful character, because she could do like a multitude of setups with her demon flips, both outside of a combo and in a combo. So the B and D versions doesn't affect the follow-ups whatsoever. It's what button you press that affects the follow-ups. So she's got, let's see how many follow-ups. She's got a punch follow-up, which is an overhead, and if you hit somebody in the air with it, like this, it's a juggle. You can juggle afterwards. So just to show you that again, you hit her with the demon flip punch version, and you can juggle afterwards. And let's see, if you press kicks in the air, you get the dive kick, the dive kick command normal. You don't have to press down forward, to get it from the demon flip. You just press kicks. But you gotta be careful with how fast you press kicks. Well, actually, you gotta be careful about your inputs, because if you're not clean with your inputs, you'll get the accidental Raiouken, because you can't do it from the demon flips, because the demon flips is a DP motion, and the game will read you as you having to do a fireball motion, which is what Raiouken's used with. So anyways, the demon flip from her dive kick from the demon flip has the same properties as if you were to use it normally. As far as setups are concerned, you mainly want to be using the D version to do her dive kicks on. Actually, you mainly want to be using her D version demon flip anyways. The B version, I don't find much use for it. It's not fast and it's not as ambiguous. You can still cross up with it, but it's much slower and easier to counter because of that. So you want to use the D version the most. Alright. So the D dive kick. So her dive kick is your main combo tool because of its hitstun and easily crosses up. If you don't press a button from her demon flip on the way down, she just does this. There's plenty of recovery. So I'm gonna mash punch as I land on the ground. Yeah, she has this sort of landing recovery that you can visually see. Not so much from her light demon flip, but yeah. Alright, and the last follow-up is... Actually, I guess I'll cover the Raiouken from the demon flip. It's sort of the same properties. It doesn't matter if you use the B version or D version with the demon flip. It does the same damage, same properties. You don't really want to use her Raiouken from the demon flip because there's really no use for it in a combo or outside of a combo. Like, why would you even want to do this? And also, if you do the fireball, you're unsafe when you touch the ground. If they could, run under it, roll under it, etc., then you're gonna get punished. Alright, so the last follow-up she has is a grab. You can do this from both versions of the demon flip, just like any of the follow-ups. and it's her main combo tool, the main combo ender, and it's her conversion from anti-airs. So it's one of her best moves that she has in her move set. Alright, so all you gotta do to use this is just both punches. So, you know, she could just, it's mainly used as a combo tool. It's very good, like, especially at the end of combos. Yeah, in a combo, you get a hard knockdown, and you can set up for ambiguous crossups afterwards. Most people, they like to, sorry, I'm trying to show you the setup. Most people like to do that after her air grab. So, oh yeah, I'll just call it the Izuna Drop. But yeah, yeah, most people like to do a demon flip after her Izuna Drop because it's like, you know, it's a very good ambiguous crossup, you know, setup. Of course, it depends on the range though. If I do it from the corner, though, I'll have more opportunities to combo from it, or to use a setup with it. Alright, so what else do you need to know? To grab, anywhere juggle. You can also grab crouching opponents too, if you press it late enough. So it's good to know. And it causes hard knockdown, of course. And let's see, what else? Hard knockdown. Yeah, it's your main combo ender. One thing you need to know though is if you have a corner combo and you end your corner combo with it, you're gonna put them out of the corner. So this could be a good thing or a bad thing. If they're in the corner, you won't be able to get your dive kick cross ups anyways. So it might be a good thing that you do end your combo with her Izuna Drop, so that you could, you know, do an ambiguous cross up setup with it. And also, Yuri not having a corner is not such a bad thing because she's got good corner carry in the first place. With just one bar or one drive, she can carry the opponent almost to the corner. And outside the corner, she's probably even more scarier because of the fact that she has a cross up, which you can't do in the corner anyways. Like, no matter how much I do this, I'm not gonna get my cross up. I'm just gonna get pressure, that's it. So really, it's not a bad thing if you put them out of the corner. So just to let you know. Alright, so the EX version of the dive of her demon flip travels much faster and it goes much further, and it changes the properties of her follow-ups. So just like the D version, if you press nothing, then there's gonna be some landing recovery. If you press the punch version, it does more damage. The punch version of this does 70, and this one does 100. But I don't believe it has increased hitstun. Yeah, it's still gonna be pretty hard to follow up with it unless you hit them late to the ground. Let's see, the fireball. Oh, I wonder if that uses 2 bars. Hold on. No, it does not use 2 bars. So the fireball setup, it does more damage, and I believe, let's see. Yeah, it's multiple fireballs. And let's see. Although you don't want to use the EX fireballs from a demon flip, because you have better things to do with it. The dive kick is also useful still, though I believe it loses some of its cross-up potential because she travels far too forward for it to cross up. It does do more damage though. Oops, sorry. You know, 60 damage as opposed to 60. I've seen some people do some sick combos. I believe somebody comboed into it, or maybe I just saw it wrong, but I swear I thought I saw someone combo into it. But the most important benefit of using EX Demon Flip is the increase of her Izuna Drop. The damage and the range.